Hi, my name is Melanie Matthews. I'm a working artist with Golden Artist Colors. I'm here in upstate New York, and I'd like to show you a really fun and easy technique to do. What it allows me to do is to get fine line drawings integrated into my textured surfaces. And to do this technique, you require very few materials to set up. What I've got here is some polymer medium, high flow colors of your choice, a sheet protector, a copy, and a needle nose bottle like that. What I'm going to do is slip this photocopy into the sheet protector. And what I'm going to be able to do is trace right onto the sheet protector my image. And because of the kind of plastic this is, after it's dry, it will allow me easily to remove the skin. I'm going to start by simply tracing with this needle nose bottle all the way around the image. So this drawing has dried for 24 hours. It's completely dry, and it's important with high flow that you allow that to happen. Since it does contain a retarding agent, it is slower drying than some of the other acrylics. To create the skin, I'm going to add polymer medium and brush that over the entire surface. First though, I'm going to slip this copy out, and there you can see my tracing, how it's going to look when it's finally done. So here's just polymer medium. I've got a soft synthetic brush here. So I'm going to pour out some polymer medium right on the drawing. And I need about enough to cover. So I'm going to do a coat that is not really thick. Remember, I want this to be a thin, flexible film. And I just put the medium on where my image is at. And I usually do this 2 times. So I'll brush a thin coat, not too thin, and I want it to be covered and I don't want any holes. I allow this to dry. And this, depending on the room you're in, the conditions, should take about an hour to be dry. So after my second coat of polymer has dried, and it's completely dry, and again, I know that because it's clear, I'm just going to lift this by the corner and just gently drag it back. You can hear that sound as it's coming away. So once I've detached my skin, I'm ready to adhere it to different surfaces. And what's so fun about these is that you can use them on either side. So they become these positionable and repositionable images that I can layer, I can cut out, I can decide, because I can see through them, where I want to position them. So what I'm going to do is show you how to lay these down, how to glue them on. So I'm going to take the polymer medium, I'm going to pour it right on the panel and brush it out where I want to adhere my skin. So I'm brushing it out. I'm going to take my skin. Remember, it's two-sided, so I can lay it down either way. I'll lay it down this way. And I really want it to be well integrated, so I'm kind of moving it into place. I want to put sufficient so that it adheres well, but not so much that it's floating. I've got a wet paper towel. I'm just going to use the wet paper towel to smooth out. I want to get rid of air bubbles. So once that's really well affixed, what I'm going to do is put another coat right over the top. And that's going to hide any of the edges. So I'm going to cover the whole thing with another layer of polymer medium. And then my painting will be complete. I hope you got a lot out of this technique, and you can find a way to add it to your repertoire of acrylic techniques. Have fun, be creative, and thanks so much for watching.